What's up, good people? Christian Allaire here from Christian Allaire Yoga. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today it's going to be 60 minutes of power Vinyasa yoga, so take your rests and breaks when you need to. Move into maybe a little deeper space when you can. And as always, want to have a little bit of fun while we move into our yoga practice. So once again, Christian Allaire here, taking it to the people. Let's get on the mat and we're going to start in downward facing dog pose. Let's get some nice wide fingertips. Let's pull in through core. And with the feet in the hands, you start to pedal the feet back and forth. Let's find some space, a little bit of opening, a little depth here. Maybe you need to go a little deeper than you did yesterday, or perhaps today is the day you need to back off a little bit. As always, remember the teacher, aka me. Yeah, I do set a pace, right? But it's only suggestion, right? You're the one that sets the intensity, and then you dial your pace up and down as you see fit. Okay, with your drishti, which is your eyesight, it means a concentration point, a focal point. It's between the feet at the back of the mat. Take a look at your hands. Lift your head, look at your hands, thumbs opposed. They face one another, grip down through the fingertips. Okay, come into a nice still shape. Still downward facing dog. Breathe in and empty out. Okay, wrap the triceps underneath and towards one another. Take a deep breath in and then sigh out. Again, breath in. Keep pulling up through core, pressing the floor away, pressing through the heels, and then empty out. Breath out. Set your knees down for tabletop pose with the knees directly underneath the hips. I'd like you to take your hands and place the backs of the hands on the floor with your middle and index fingers facing one another. So if you're not sure what to do, just look up towards me. And then you're just pressing into the wrists in such a way as to where you can stretch your wrists, but on the fronts of the wrists versus the backs of the wrists. And then you start to lock side to side a little bit. Maybe the hand lifts up a bit. This could be intense, it could be painful for some. Maybe you don't do this very often. Okay, now I want you to have your palms on the floor and they're rotated outward. So your left hand facing left, right hand facing left, and now you're just gonna rock side to side. So we're working this a little more wrist flexion. Heel of the hand can lift up. So we're just warming up the wrists here a little bit. Okay, wherever you are in space, I'd like you to sit onto your heels and then interlace your fingers, and then I want you to roll out your wrists. Just roll them out a little bit, right? Once you get done some rolls, change the direction of the roll. I know that's a little weird to do that. Now with the fingers still interlaced, I'd like you to send the fingers up to the sky with the palms facing the ceiling. So you're lifting up, extension here, reach up. And then set the hands down to the floor. Let's come back to dog pose. Downward facing, hips press up to the sky. And then once you get into this dog pose, take your left leg up. Let's open up the left hip side. And as you do, I want you to lengthen the left side body and come as high as you can onto your right toe mount. So the right heel is lifting up. Okay, flexing in the joint of the left ankle, maybe moving it around a little bit. Okay, I want you to bring your left thigh to your upper left tri, bringing it forward, and then step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. You can come down on your forearms, you can stay up onto the hands. Just want you to move this around a little bit. Sometimes you can walk your hands, if you have the range of motion, you're on your fingers, you walk your hands way out in front, and then you sink in and down a little bit here. Just feel that, feel that, feel that. Okay, we're gonna step back to down dog. Step it back. Empty out, core, feet, hands, looking to the back of the mat. I'd like you to take your right leg off the floor, spin the left and inner thighs, left and right inner thigh away from each other, so you're in a split here. Up with the right knee, spin it open, lengthen through the right side body, come as high as you can, up off of the left heel, keep spinning the right thigh open, right thigh to right tri, coming forward, and then step the right foot to the outside of your wrist. Plant it softly, and then you move it around. Option to come down on the forearms that I had mentioned on the other side, or walk the hands out in front of you. Just just getting a little opening here. Okay, walk your hands back underneath the shoulders or come back up onto the hands, whatever the case may be. Down dog, right foot steps back. Booyah. Walk the hands to the back of the mat for ragdoll pose. Feet are split hip width. Hands to the elbows, drop in nice and low. Sway side to side, a little bit of flexion and turning of the spine. Backs of the hands to the floor, release. Keep the nice water quality softening of the knee joints. Take the hands behind you, lace them up. Palm to palm grip. Raise the hands away from the low back and then come into a half lift. In breath. Bow in, soften the knees, take the arms away from the sacrum, rinsing out the shoulders, chin to chest. Hands back down to the floor, walk into a high plank, top of a plank. Fingers nice and wide. You're gonna take a nice deep breath in and empty out. Start to hollow out through the spine, keep pushing the floor away, keep the breath flowing. You'll notice I'm protracting the shoulders here, rounding, so a nice puffy upper back, pulling the core into the spine. 3, 2, pitch forward, so now the shoulders come out and hovers over the wrists and then over the tips of the fingers, lower all the way down to the mat. Okay, top of the feet to the floor, cobra pose, lift up, lengthen through the crown, hug the elbows into the side body. Chin to the floor, breathe out, child's pose, knees wide. Okay, we're going to come to tabletop pose. Let's get the hands nice and wide here. I'd like you to take your right foot back and send the left arm forward. So pull in, you want to pull in through the core. So a sway back is this massive arch in the low back. By engaging the core, you pull it in and up, and then your back flattens out a little bit. 3 times, bring your left elbow to your right knee, hug it in, chin to the chest. Try to pull the knee into the nose, and let's do 2 more. Kick it back and hug it in. And let's do 1 more. Kick it back, hug it in. Re-extend. Now keep your right foot off the floor, set your left hand down. Bring the right knee to the nose, round and hollow, so really puff up the upper back and swing the right foot forward and half split. So you're straightening through the right leg, bring your chin forward. Okay, from here, you're gonna bend into the right leg, curl the left toes underneath, and then you lift the left knee up, and then you again straighten the right leg, fold. Okay, we're gonna step to the top of the mat. So we dip into the right knee a little bit, left foot meets the right. Let's take a flat back, halfway lift. Bow in, mountain pose, rise. Hook the thumbs, gentle back bend. Bow in on the emptying out. At the bottom here, we take a halfway lift, inhale, step it back, top of a plank. Hold this position, please. Keep pushing the floor away, rounding and hollowing, protraction, root down through the hands and through the toes, pin the belly in. Okay, we're gonna pitch forward so the shoulders come over the wrists a little more, and then they hover over the fingertips. Lower down. Untuck the toes, cobra pose. Chin to the floor, empty out, child's pose, split the knees. In this child's pose, I want you to reach the hands out in front of you, come up under the fingers like you're playing a piano. So like the thing, and then the arm bones are off the mat and alongside the ears. Keep the forehead, or option, put the chin on the mat. Keep reaching your butt back or walking the fingers forward. Long, long, long spine here. 3, 2, downward dog. Lift the hips. Make your way to tabletop, knees to the floor. Okay, hands underneath the shoulders. And what do? We kick out on the left leg and we send the right arm forward. Once again, remove the sway by pulling the core in, keep it nice and locked in. And then 3 times, elbow to knee. Hug it in and kick it back. 1, hug it in, kick it back. 2, hug it in, kick it back. That was number 3. Keep the left leg off the mat, set the right hand down. So we're now trying to pull the core and the knee in. So as you round in, keep pushing the floor away, step it forward, half split. So you want to fold over the left leg. Ideally, the right hip is directly over the knee here. You're not walking, sitting back onto the heel, although that's a legitimate stretch. I'm wanting you to take and learn bone stacking here. Okay, let's dip back into the left knee. Curl the right toes, hit the knee up off the floor, and then straighten over your left leg, fold. 3, 2. Okay, we're gonna come forward, dip into the left knee, right foot to the left, halfway lift on the intake. Yogi bow, rise up, hook the thumbs, gentle back bend. Bow in, forward fold. Inhale to high plank. Send it back, chaturanga, low plank. Upward dog, pull the chest through the arms. Downward dog, empty out. Send your left leg up, open up the hip. Come as high as you can on your right toes. Left foot to the outside of the left wrist. Straighten over your left leg. Dip back into the left leg. Yogi squat, right foot to the outside of the left. Come down. Press the knees away. Hands to the heart. Very slowly we begin to stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Point the toes to 12 o'clock. Reach up through the arms. Breathe in. Bow in. Halfway lift, we breathe in. Exhale to chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your butt. Inhale, right leg, open up the hip. Come as high as you can onto your left toes. Awesome work. Let's bring it forward. Lizard. Straighten your right leg, fold. Yogi squat, left outside of the right, or excuse me, left outside of the left, hands to the heart, pause. Slowly stand, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms to the sky, breathe in. Yogi bow, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, up dog, down dog, empty out. 3 breaths here, take a nice deep inhale. Second one, breathe in and breathe out. Third round of breath in and out. Rise to the toes, in, bend the knees, hop it up. Halfway lift, bow in, rise up, bow in, send your left foot back, left knee down, arms up, modified lunge, 1 breath. Hands to the floor, down dog, step it back. Plank pose, inhale, low plank, exhale, inhale, upward dog, exhale, down dog, plug the heels down. Now inhale to the toes, breathe in, bend the knees, exhale, float it up. Halfway lift. Bow, rise, fold in, send the right foot back, set the right knee down, modified lunge, raise the arms, 1 breath. Exhale, hands down. Dog pose, left foot back, plank pose to low plank. Inhale up. We're gonna keep moving. Come to down dog, plug the heels down, breathe out. Inhale to the toes, bend the knees, float it up. Halfway lift. Bow to chair. Sink into the hips, take the arms up. A little space between the heels, really hug in through center line. Organize to the center line, the central axis. Okay, in 3, we're gonna stand up with our hands to the heart. 3, 2, 1, stand it up, heart center hands. Inhale, arms reach to mountain. Bow in, fold. Send your left foot back. Set the left knee down, arms to the sky. Exhale the hands to the mat. Send your right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog, right leg to the sky, right foot forward, high lunge. We root down and we rise up, square it up. Pinkies spin in, breathe in, and empty out. Breathe in, breathe out. Take 1 full breath in. Chaturanga, go low. Inhale, upward dog. Down dog, we keep moving. Plug the heels in, breathe out. Rise to the toes, breathe in. Look forward, float it up. Lift it up. Yogi bow. Chair pose. Sink really deep into the hips. Second breath in. Breathe it out. Take 1 breath in. Come a little deeper. And stand up, hands to the heart center, breathe out. Inhale, arm sweep. Exhale, forward fold. Send your right leg back, set your right knee down, send the arms up. Hands to the floor, 3-legged dog, left leg sky. Lift up the left leg, crescent pose, left foot to the top. Root to the floor, take the arms up. Big breath in, low plank flow. Upward dog, downward dog, breathe out. Let's bring your feet together, the back edge of your mat. Okay, we're gonna come to a plank. Side plank, the left arm should be up in the sky. Your heels are swinging right, your left arm lifts up. Okay, we're gonna take our wild thing. Left foot comes up and then behind. Relax the left arm, open up the chest. Spin the shoulder, right shoulder underneath. Feel the shoulder blades integrate. 3-legged dog, left leg should be in the sky. Come forward, high lunge. We're gonna roll into high lunge and then into warrior 2. Let's get that nice separation here. Now very slowly straighten your left leg, pivot your left toes, and come into warrior 2. Now you're into the right knee. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing, but this time I want you to bring your hands to the heart, then straighten your right leg, and then dip into the left knee, warrior 2, send the arms out. Do it at the same time. Left leg straightens out, hands to the heart, bend into 2. We'll do that one more time. Hands to the heart, straighten the right leg, bend into 2. Left foot is forward. We reverse the warrior. Breathe in. Chaturanga, flow low, high to low. Plank. Send the left foot back. Keep it lifted for spiciness. Upward dog. Breathe it into your tapas. Downward dog. Emptying out. Breath out. Feet together. Back edge. High push. Side plank Vashisthasana. Heels to the left. Right arm sky. Root down, take your right foot behind you, wild thing. Open up the body. Watch the spider plant. 3-legged dog, right leg comes to the sky. Step it through. Warrior, crescent. We roll into the high lunge, right into 2. Okay, from here we send the arms out. And now we do that thing again. Straighten your right leg, pivot the toes, warrior 2, dipping into the left. We do that thing again. Straighten the leg, hands to heart, dip into 2. Right knee is bent. One more time, let's do that, straighten it out. Dip into 2, left leg is bent. Okay, let's bring it back to warrior 2 with the right leg bent. From here, we'll just take a reverse warrior on the intake and flow like water. Chaturanga, low plank. Upward dog, send your chest up and forward. Downward dog, take the hips to the sky. We keep moving, rise to the toes. Bend the knees, float it up. Halfway up, yogi bow. Bend the knees, chair pose. Boat pose, sit into the hips. Sit the butt down, send the arms and the legs up. We remain here 3 before we go back to chair. 3, 2, 1, heels to the butt, and then we take our chair pose. Snap the knees shut. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Sit down, boat pose. Take the legs up, take the arms up. We remain here for 3, lifting up, 2, and let's take chair pose. Pull it in, reach it up, yogi bow. Split the feet, capture the toes, peace sign fingers, grabs the big toes, and then bow in. Toe heel the feet together as you release your fingers from the toes. Make chair pose. Sit down, squeeze in. Hands to the heart, prayer twist. Okay, you're gonna take palms to touch, thumbs to heart to thumbs. Okay, you're gonna pour the weight into the right leg. You're gonna take your left foot off the floor. You start to pitch forward. Okay, what we're doing is we're gonna float our left foot back into revolving crescent lunge. So do this for 3, 2, plant your left toes, and then make your adjustments. You're now in revolving crescent lunge, turning to the right. Right foot is forward. Okay, if you got a little more room, let's take your wings down. So left hand comes towards the mat, right arm extends up to the sky. Hold it 3, 2, high lunge, send the arms up. Open to 2. Reverse your world. Side angle lunge or extended side angle. Right forearm is on the thigh or right hand is down. Left arm comes over your ear. 3, 2. Runner's lunge. Let's frame the foot. Very slowly straighten your right leg, fold. Dip into the right knee. Runner's lunge. Step forward, left foot to the right, halfway lift, intake. Yogi bow. Root to rise, mountain. Bow in. Halfway up. Float it back, yogis, chaturanga. Send your heart up, dog. Down dog, we keep moving. Rise to the toes, bend the knees, float it up, lift it up. Bow in. Chair pose. Sit, squeeze, lift. Breathe in. Rotate left. You're in chair twist left. Okay, begin to pour the weight into your left leg, and we start to lift up through the right heel. And we slowly start to float the right foot back for revolving crescent lunge. Okay, you make adjustments to where your right toes are in case if you have more range, you take the right hand towards the floor, left arm up. 3, 2, high lunge, breathe in, warrior 2, breathe out. Reverse the warrior on the intake. Extended side angle. Get her done. Right arm over your ear. Turn open. Runner's lunge. Let's take the hands to frame the left foot. Okay, you're gonna slowly straighten over your left leg. Dip in. Bending back into the left leg. You're gonna step forward, right foot meets the left. Halfway lift, bow in. Rise up mountain. Bring the hands to the heart center, breathe out. Okay, you're gonna move into some balancing postures. We will start with tree pose. the power style, not tree pose how we do it in the Bikram where you would do a curl with your foot. You actually take your left foot here, place it high up into the inner right thigh. If this is not accessible, then keep the foot below the knee. You don't want to push directly into the joint. It's either above the knee or below the knee. Pelvis scoops underneath, root down through your feet, and let's take the arms up. Okay, you're going to bring the hands to the heart center and then set your left foot back down onto the mat. Okay, second side. Let's take the right foot, hug it into center line, way up into the inner upper left thigh. Feel the ground from floor to core. You're pulling in and up. And then when you feel that really beautiful stability, breath is easy and free, you send the arms up. Soft smile. Hands to the heart and release the right foot to the mat. Okay, we'll go into dancer's pose now. We'll send the arms up first. We're going to balance on our right leg, so we want to keep the left hand dropping down and then swing the left foot back up. Okay, let's take the arm up and then kick and reach. And let's release. Left foot to the mat, hands to the heart. Send the arms up, breathe in. Exhale the right hand down. Let's do the other side. Take your right foot. And when you're ready, kick and reach. And release. Right foot comes to the floor. Send the arms up to the sky. Big breath in. Bow in. Fingers to the toes. Come to a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale to chaturanga. Low plank. Inhale. Upward dog. Downward dog. Breathing out. 3 breaths. Deep inhale. Empty out. Deep inhale, let it go. One more big breath in, empty out. Send the left leg up to the sky, left leg. We're starting out left, open up the hip, fan the toes wide, come up onto your right toe mound, flip the dog, take it over. If you have full wheel, move into your full wheel. Do that now, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 3-legged dog. Left leg sky, bring it to sky. Left foot steps through for runner's lunge. You're gonna frame the foot here, frame the foot here. Now you're gonna bring your right knee into your nose. Right knee comes into the nose, hug it in. Start to straighten out your left leg. Awesome work. Send your right foot back, runner's lunge. Come to crescent lunge, left foot is forward. Reach up. Eagle pose, right arm underneath the left. Move it into a back bend. Send the arms up, lift up. Now as slow as you can, we come forward, eagle pose. Right leg comes over the left. Stork pose, stand it up. Lifting the arms up, either take your right heel forward or keep your knee bent. And as slow as you can, I'd like you to step back to high lunge. Right foot is gonna come back. Set the right toes, raise the arms up, fill the lungs. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga, low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Empty out, down dog. Send the left leg up. Open the hip, fan the toes wide. Come up as high as you can on toe mounds, flip it out, or full wheel. Flip dog, full wheel, or stay in your three-legged split. You're here 3. So if you're in full wheel, start to come out in 2. Three-legged dog. Right leg to the sky. Lift up, step it through, runner's lunge, framing the foot. So this is kind of a slow motion move where you have your fingers tented, right knee is bent, and then as slow as you can, you send the left knee to the nose, bring it into the nose, and slowly straighten your right leg. So you're really hovering and hugging in. Runner's lunge, you send the left foot back, take the arms up, high lunge. Eagle, left arm underneath the right, swing it, and back bend it. Eagle pose. Bring the weight into the right leg, left leg comes up and over. Stork pose, let's stand up with the hands above your head. Stay here or extend your left heel forward. Slow belt, we step it back to high lunge. Left foot comes back. Take the arms up. Low plank, empty out. Send the chest up dog or cobra. Down dog, empty out. 3 breaths. Inhale and empty. Inhale, empty. 3rd round, in, empty. Left leg to the sky, runner's lunge. Left foot comes forward, pause. So you're tenting your fingertips. Vertical splits. Take your right leg to the sky. Lift it up. Now, if you have tender knees, or if you just happen to have had a hip replacement surgery or something crazy like that, you want to avoid this pose. But in 3, we're going to come into pistol squat. So I'm demoing it, but I'm demoing it on a hip that was just replaced 7 months ago. So give me a break here. Bring your right knee into your nose, hug it in, and then start to bend into the left leg. And you send your right foot forward. Now you stay here, or you take your hands off the mat. It's totally up to you. You do want to start to arch and round the spine over the right leg. Flex the right toes. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Let's bring it back to vertical split. So you use your hands to kick the right leg back up to the sky. Awesome work. Step back, down dog. Left foot comes back, breathe out. Right leg comes to the sky, breathe in. Runner's lunge. Tent the fingertips, right foot is forward. Vertical splits, left leg sky, drop the head. Okay, remember the caution alarm is if you have tender body parts here, don't feel the need to do it, just stay in your splits. Let's execute. Pistol squat, knee to nose, bend the right leg, send your left foot forward. Okay, you want to start to maybe walk the hands up, round the spine, core is engaged. 3, 2, hands to the floor, back to vertical splits, take your left leg back up, step it back, dog pose, downward facing, to forearm plank, come on to the forearms, set it down, pulling through core, heels over toes, fingers nice and wide, drishti right between the fingers. 3, 2, and set the knees down, child's pose. Send the hips back on top of the heels. If your shoulders are feeling a little tired, a little smoked, then you send the hands towards the heels. And send the arms out in front of you. Downward dog. Hips come up. Lift it up. Pedal the feet back and forth as necessary. Let's do 3 breaths together. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. One more full round in. Empty it out. Send the left leg up. Open the hip. Fan the toes nice and wide. Come forward with the left knee into the upper left tri. Okay, take the left knee towards the floor, towards your left wrist, and then pulse it up. 1, 2, 3. Send it back to the sky. Warrior 1. Left foot to the top of the mat. Spin the heel flat. Square your hips. Square your shoulders. Reach up through the arms. Fill up. Warrior 2, open it up. Triangle pose. Let's straighten out through your left leg. You want your hips to bump, so send the right hip back. Left hip goes forward. Walk your hands down your shin or to the floor. Left toes forward. Right toes are facing 90-degree angle from the left toes. Okay, root down through your left big toe, push the floor away with the left toe, pivot the left toes, hands to the hips. So the toes in, heels out. If you have really deep sciatic issues, then don't pigeon-toe your feet too much, okay? You'll just make that worse. Hands to the hips, integrate shoulders, pull them into the spine, back bend. Go up, go back. Push the hips forward, drop the head back. Okay, use the core, pull it in, fold. Coming down, core is engaged. Set the hands onto the floor, underneath your shoulders, halfway lift. On the exhale, fold, take the left hand across to the outer edge of your right foot. Twist open, right leg, right arm. Back to the center, fold. Hands underneath the shoulders, half lift. Fold. Walk the hand, right hand to the outside of the left. Dip down, left arm to the sky. Beautiful. Let's come back to the center. Hands underneath the shoulders, halfway lift. Bow, runner's lunge, pivot the left toes, face to the front of the room. Step back, down dog, 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3rd round, breathe in. Empty out. Take the right leg off the floor, open the hip, 3-legged split. Split it open, split it open. Keep pushing the floor away, feel the right side body, get that deep stretch. Now the right knee, bring it to the upper right tri. So round and hollow the spine, pull it in, and now we ride the right arm. Right knee comes down towards the floor, and then we lift it up. 1, 2, 3, hold, send it back. 3-legged dog, right leg straightens out. Warrior 1, right foot top of the mat, left heel flat. Square hips, square shoulders, reach up through the arms, drishti forward. Okay, breathe in, reach up. Warrior 2, opens it up. Right leg straightens out, move to triangle. Open up, spin the inner thighs away from one another. Nice and grounded through the feet, so you're pulling the mat apart. Actually, you're pulling the mat towards the center by hugging into the inner thighs. It's a little weird to try to explain, but you feel it out. You are not in a relaxed position, but you're not overexerting. you're in what we call a stable position. You want to maintain the stability throughout the posture. Three, two. Now just set your left hand down onto the mat. Okay, we're gonna face forward for runner's lunge. So you're gonna pivot the left toes up. You're gonna dip into the right knee. And step back to down dog. Breathing out. Come to high plank and lower down to the floor. Belly bow pose. You're gonna bend the knees, reach behind you, grab the tops of your feet. Okay, from here, slowly kick your feet into your hands and your hands into your feet. Kick it up. You want to keep the weight into the soft part of your belly. Keep kicking, keep hugging the knees in. You don't want the knees to split apart. Lift your eye gaze a little bit, keep kicking. 3, 2, and relax. Come out of the pose, left facial cheek to the floor. Release your feet. Chin to the center, bend the knees, second set. Grab the tops of the feet again, tops of the feet. Okay, you're relaxing your shoulders, and we slowly kick the feet into the hands. And as you do, the thighs lift, and so does the heart. Keep kicking, hugging the knees in. 3, 2, release, right facial cheek to the floor. Release the feet. Chin to the center, bend the knees. This time, your third and final set, either you grab your ankles or you grab the tops of the feet. Now for you ankle grabbers, flex the toes so the soles of the feet are facing up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are relaxed, right? You don't want to be rotating them forward using strength. Just let them totally be relaxed. And then you kick the feet into the hands. Keeping the thighs on the mat, the chest lifts. Flex the toes. Release. Chin to the floor, hands underneath the shoulders. Child's pose. Release your back. Tabletop. Send your left leg back. Send your right arm forward. Remember at the beginning of class, I asked you to pull the pit of the belly in to reduce the sway. That holds true right here. Okay, you're gonna bend your left leg. With your right hand, you're gonna reach behind, grab the top of the foot. And you slowly start to kick the foot into the hands. Instead of looking over your right shoulder, I want you to rotate so you're looking forward and lift your chin. Okay, you're going to release by extending the left foot back, reach the right arm forward, tabletop, split the knees, child's pose. Tabletop. Bone stacking, hands directly underneath the shoulders, knees and hips. It's going to make your life much, much more manageable by doing a little bit of alignment. Not only just physically, but spiritually, mentally, intuitionally, all of that stuff. Right foot, kick it back. Left arm, send it forward. pit of the belly in, remove that sway, core contraction, belly to spine. Now right heel to butt and left hand to the foot. Take the foot. Push the floor away with the right hand, kick the foot into the hand. Remember, you're looking forward, lifting the chin up. Remember, the left shoulder is relaxed. It's kicking is what the job is. Kicking and pushing the floor away. Okay, release the right foot back. Left arm goes forward. Set it down. Now I want you to come into cat pose. Really juicy cat pose. You want to scoop the tail. You're looking to round the lumbar spine here and the upper back, but the lumbar spine is where lots of compression will develop in those poses we just did, those back benders. Curl the toes and downward dog. Hips to the sky. Up you go. Hips to the sky. Pedal it out. Do what you can. Do what you must. Okay, coming back to stillness, I'll just tell you what we're going to do next. I would like us to float into the yogi squat position. So we're going to come up onto the toes. You bend the knees, look where you're going, and then hop the feet to the outsides of the hands. Ooh, that was fun. And then we'll come into yogi squat. Push the knees away, hands to the heart center. Okay, yogis, let's sit onto our butt. Send the feet out in front of you. So in the flesh removal program that I have designed for you, you don't pull the butt cheeks out to the sides. No, no, no. You actually either want to do two things. You either pull the hips back slightly. This is going to get the hips to rotate forward, or you simply leave the flesh underneath your butt. Be okay with what God gave you. You don't want to rotate the hamstrings out of alignment right before you do a forward fold. Send the arms up, breathe in, fold in. Now as you breathe yourself into a deeper expression of the pose. A little bit of core contraction, not a lot. Just enough to protect your low back. Slowly come out. Hugging the right knee in. You want to leave a fist distance between the inner left thigh and your right foot. So I'm facing a better direction now, right here. And now from here, we want to take your right arm up. I'm sorry, I totally screwed that up. You want to send your left arm up and then bring it in front of the knee, and we're just twisting open a little bit. Just taking a twist over the right shoulder. Okay, as you come back to the center, now you send your right arm towards your left toe. So you're reaching on the inside of the right knee, you're reaching towards your left toe, and then we go into a bind. So you sweep the right arm in front of the knee, send the left hand behind you, and then you see if you can't get yourself into the bind. Okay? If you have the bind, then you take your right hip off the floor, your right heel off the floor, and then you pull it back. And we'll release the heel back down. We come out of the pose. Okay, you're going to now send your right foot forward. Again, you're going to keep your flesh underneath your butt. Take the arms up. Seated forward fold. Okay, let's release, coming out. Now we bring the left in. Remember, you want to keep a fist distance between the inner right and the left foot. Okay, we're going to send the right arm up And then we twist. Wrapping the right arm in front of the knee, left hand comes behind you, twist. Looking over the left shoulder. Stay active through your right foot. Try to keep both your butt cheeks evenly placed onto the floor. And we're going to release. Now we bring the left arm to the inside of your left leg, reaching towards your right toes, coming down nice and low, and then we bind, sweeping the left arm in front, send the right arm behind you. See if you can clasp your fingers together. And then we do keep both butt cheeks on the floor. I think I misspoke on the other side. So here we want to lean back, lift the left heel up. You think bird of paradise here. So you'll notice the left shoulder will have a tendency to go forward. You want to square the shoulders, pull the left knee behind your body. So pulling it behind the shoulders. You're still active through your right foot, still keeping both butt cheeks firmly into the mat. Keep lifting up through the heart. Okay, we release. We come back out just the way we would in. We lean forward, release. Now we go Baddha Konasana. Let's bring the feet in together for butterfly pose. Either hands underneath the feet or you pry the inner arches away. And as you lean forward, mitigate rounding of the spine. You want chest to lift. Pry the knees apart with the elbows. Okay, let's release. We're going to bring ourselves into wide angle, seated angle with the feet nice and long, wide, active through the heels, flexing through the toes. Let's take the hands behind you where the palms are on the floor, fingers are facing away from you. You want to lift and bloom the chest. And then we're going to fold. Walk the hands out in front of you. Try to keep the chin lifted. So I usually, just because my body is a bit uncooperative sometimes, I walk my hands to the feet and then I use my own hands to keep the toes from collapsing inward. And as I do this, I keep thinking about core pulled in, chin lifted, butt stays evenly rooted into the floor. And then it's a breath. Breathe in, and it's a fold. It's a breathe in, and a little deeper on the exhale. Really nice work. Let's release. Bring your feet in towards one another and then hug the knees into the chest. Hug it in nice and tight, squeeze in. And you're going to make your way onto your back. With your back on the floor, your knees into the chest. Drop the back of the head to the mat. Let your knees fall to the right side. Supine twist. Okay, back up to the center. Let your knees fall to the right side. Knees back to the center. Hug your knees into your chest. Okay, I want us to do a very gentle mini bridge, and it's just intention here is to neutralize the spine. So just lift the hips up a little bit, maybe an inch or two, maybe 3, and then just let your hips sway very gently side to side. No reason to press all the way up, just want your hips go side to side. Okay, if you have anything else that you're desiring right now, such as maybe some kind of an inversion in the form of a plow pose, or bringing your feet into waterfall, or run your feet up the wall, totally up to you. And I would encourage you to take that time here. And for the rest of us, we're just going to go into our final rest of Savasana, well-deserved Savasana. And let your feet drift apart, let the palms face upwards, close the eyes. And as always, super thankful for just the moments that we have here together on our mat. And let your chin swing from shoulder to shoulder. And as always, if you feel like you need more time here in Savasana, feel free to stay here as long as you need to. Draw the knees into the chest. And as always, if you need to take more time in Savasana, feel free to do so. And roll to the side body. And make your way up to a seat. Draw the thumbs to the heart, and the heart to the thumbs. Dip the chin, close the eyes. Bring the thumbs to the center of the forehead. This is your seat of wisdom. It is where your intuition will start to assert as soon as you can slow that busy brain down. That belly check will start to arise. And then draw your thumbs to your lips, where we're reminded of our speech and dialogue and the power of positivity. And then we bring our thumbs right to rest at the center of the chest again. This is where we take action and we merge it together with intention. And let's just open up our eyes. Thank you so very much. Namaste. Once again, my name's Christian Allaire, and it's been wonderful to be with you on my YouTube channel as always. And if you could remember to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and just give the channel some love so we can get these practices out to more people who definitely need it. So I do a daily video, so check back with me tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye.